Welcome, everybody, to today's Building My Legacy podcast. I have with me today Lana Ivanov. Ivanon. Is that
Ivanov.
Ivan? Yeah. Okay. So she is a skincare specialist and has developed an incredible company, has gotten tremendous accolades from Vogue, Yahoo Finance, NBC, Fox, and Shark Tank. So what an accomplishment you have achieved. But tell us, Lana, how did you get started? What's your journey to this place?
Well, thank you so much for having me here. This is such an exciting moment for me. And we have a more accomplishment this week. I've been published in Forbes magazine as well, which is a really good success for me.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. I have a very unoriginal story how I got it started. It was kind of a spontaneous spark. I can say that. I'm a nurse. I worked in a hospital for a few years prior. I got myself into a skincare industry. And one day on Friday night, I was getting my facial as I usually do once a month. And my esthetician, she was talking about how she's trying to sell her business and she's trying to retire, have some health complications and, things like that. So I've been listening to her, and I just said it like a joke. Maybe I should buy it from you. I think I would love to do this for a living. And she started talking to me about it. And I'm like, her name was Tatiana. And I'm like, no, Tatiana, this is like impossible. I can't even think about it. I already went to school. I had so many, years spent in college. I don't think I'm going to start anything. It's exhausting. But she kept talking to me and just kind of like start getting me more and more excited. Okay, well, that was Friday night. She called me on Saturday. And then I started thinking about it and already told my husband, I think I would like to become an esthetician. My husband is like, you become who? What? Like that was really kind of like unusual thought. And well, on Monday at 12 o'clock, we met at the city hall and I bought the business. So in 3 days, I made up my mind and I decided to go for it.
Wow.
So that's how I started.
And how long ago was this?
That was in 2011.
Okay.
Yeah, so a little back ago. I literally just jumped into it. All I have is my passion. I knew nothing about skincare industry, how to do facials or anything. I just believe that that's what I want to do. And that's what I decided to do. So after I purchased the business, I was like, Tatiana, okay, now what? I don't know nothing about it. So, well, now I'm going to help you. You need to go and get your esthetician license. And afternoon, when you're going to come back from school, I'm going to teach you my way to do as well. So I went back to the hospital, give him 2 weeks notice because I'm leaving, I'm going full time into my own business. And I'm giving 2 weeks notice to my manager and she's like, what happened? Where are you going? And I'm like, I opened my own business. She's like, since when? I'm like, since this morning. They thought I'm crazy and stuff, but that was like the best decision I've ever made. I start my education with a school, get my esthetician license, and then I continue further my education, getting once or twice a year, I start traveling and take advanced classes. And then I start practicing with my clients and see what my clients actually looking for, what the skincare, like what skin needs they need. And within few years, I started developing my own protocol, how I develop the skin treatments. So, it's been 10 years of amazing years. I have a very good, successful business. I have pretty much 6 months in advance. My book it's booked solid. And in the past couple of years, I have opportunity to build my own skincare line as well, which called Vanavi Pro. So, and I know I treat my clients now with my own formula when they home as well, because to me, it's super important when I fix the skin in my room. I can only give about 50%. Sorry, something. I give only 50% that I can actually fix the skin here in my room, but I never know what people do when they leave. And now that I have my own formula that I actually developed, now I can like be sure to follow what my clients actually do at home. And it's been a really accomplished to see much more better results, much more happier faces, much faster getting results, what my clients actually wish for. And I'm satisfied with when my clients are happy.
So tell us a little bit about your formula, what your product is, what it does, and why
Yes.
people are happy with it.
So this is such a dream come true. Couple years, well, in the past few years that I've been working, I've been chasing the best formula that I always want to keep. And one day I ended up having 13 skincare lines in my office, like 13. And every single line is good, but it has like really good moisturizing system, but doesn't have a really good cleansing system. Then I start reaching for another line. So looking for best cleansing system, I'll find best cleansing system, but they don't have like good serums or masks. And that's what becomes like, I'm constantly chasing that full complete line that I can get everything that I need. And unfortunately, I couldn't find one. And on another top, I am very into a clean skincare line that doesn't contain toxics, parabens, chemicals, and such things like this. And it's really hard nowadays in our industry to find a good, clean products. So a couple of years ago, I happened to have, I've met a friend that is personally runs a lab in California. And she has been helping me to meet the chemist. And with the chemist, we can actually come up with a perfect formula that I have pure ingredients, chemicals free, parabens free, toxins free. I know exactly what's the amount with ingredients in that formula. And it's been absolutely amazing. We have so many success stories with especially like skin disorders like rosacea. Rosacea is one of the really, really tough disorders that people can have because it's untreatable and it's normally come from like something going on internally. So I've been searching for a product that actually helps to minimize the redness, but never had a chance to find the one that actually possibly can cure it, or at least keep it steady until we finally create my own product that doesn't aggravate the skin. And it actually helps to minimize that redness and helps the inflammation to go away. So I have a couple super amazing stories. I wish I can show you befores and afters that people are so happy. You know, when you have so much skin issues beside like a couple wrinkles and hyperpigmentation, when skin is actually in pain and it has so much breakouts and redness, and it seems like there is no light at the end of the tunnel. And when my clients see like a clear skin come up with just a few weeks, the appreciation and so much love and actually the trust from my clients, that means like it's a heart to me. So, and we're still developing, we're still in the process. Every few months or so, I try to come up with something new and super exciting that, you know, like keep the interest and keep the smiles going. So that's what my passion is, beside that I develop my protocol treatment is super different the way I treat in my room, and so as formulas. And my formulas it's all mineral based, it's super clean, but same time it's the medical grade. So which means contain pure ingredients and pure active ingredients. So when my clients start using these products, it have to be addressed for each individual, because it's not just one moisturizer fits all. So I come up with a program, and even online, I have this program where my clients can take a skin test and answer just like a couple minutes of basic questions, what their skin need. At the end of the quiz, they will come up, it will give them their perfect formula, what they need actually to use for their skin, which cleanser, exfoliator, serum, moisturizer, whatever the case is, it will give the client a perfect formula to use. So that's how we kind of approaching this question.
So what's interesting about that is so often where skin products are involved, the actual ingredients are not listed fully because of patent issues or fear of infringement on the product. So how do you address that so people know what they're really getting and that it makes a difference?
Well, I don't really worry about the copying products, the formulas and stuff, because there's much more into it by just see ingredients. There's only so many ingredients, and a lot of them it's in a lot of the products. So to actually copy my products, people have to know the consistency, which ingredient you can mix and which one you cannot. There is a much more comes into that science. But I list all the active ingredients on my website, or I have even my brochures. So I have the full booklet where I'm happily listing all the active ingredients, with the clients can see what's actually in each bottle. I actually have the full list of the ingredients as well. So that's no issue for me at all.
So Lana, what's the number one skin issue that people have that you find yourself addressing over and over again?
A little bit. Can you see me well?
I can see you.
Okay, because you were breaking out a little bit. So number one issue that I see in my office, it's anti-aging. So people trying to stay like youthful. Not many people would like to go under the knife doing the surgeries, or not even into injectables these days. So, and with my approach, treat the skin with natural and non-toxic ingredients. If you continue, you don't have to go under the knife, and skin can actually, you cannot stop aging, but you can literally slow down the process for sure. And anybody can have a healthy and glowing skin. It doesn't matter what age you are. So that's the main question I get in my office is anti-aging. So that's the number one issue I'm working with. And the most product that I develop is pretty much for anti-aging, because that can fix all. I believe in vitamin A retinol. I believe in antioxidants that can actually prevent aging process and stimulate the collagen production to give you more improved elasticity and tone. If you're just using at least those two active ingredients, you can stay with a nice and flawless skin forever. So this is like two proving ingredients that works and activate your skin all the time.
Got it. So let me just shift for a moment. I want to come back to skincare a little bit, but Shark Tank, did you receive financing from Shark Tank?
No,
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your experience there and what you learned that impacted your business.
Of course. So it wasn't exactly a Shark Tank. It was a person. His name is Kevin Harrington. And when he contacted me, he said that they are into a new adventure. And Kevin Harrington, who actually the number one was on Shark Tank, he create another, like a little part from the Shark Tank. It's called Shark Discoveries. And they working with the talents of people who develop their own business, and they need more like exposure. And who doesn't know Shark Tank, right? So it's kind of like an easy way to go. But when you go on Shark Tank specifically, that's when you go to look for a partner that when you ask for the money, a percentage, and all this good stuff. When you go with the Shark Discoveries, you don't sell your business to them. You only partner up with them so they actually help you to grow and expose your business to all over the world. So what they helped me, which was amazing experience, they actually came here to like my physical office, and they shoot an amazing video. It was like so much fun, and they helped me to get into multiple magazines. They placed me on TV. It was all over the internet and Twitter. And Kevin, the Shark Tank guy, he was in the video himself and were helping me to spread the word about my amazing formula with Vanavi Pro. So that was like really, really interesting experience.
Oh, how exciting. So for you, was that a kind of a turning point in your business for you? Or was there something else that really turned the corner for you? And
well, it wasn't my turning point. It was like when you have a basket with multiple eggs in the basket. So they have a really good, like a part to it. But we still, like the biggest part, like a turning point, is just time and experience when my clients continue using it. And the more people are using it, the more successful stories you hear. And it's like word of the mouth works the best. It's the oldest technique, but always works the best. Within time, when more and people start using it and see results and talking about it, that's what start building one to another my business, and that's where I start seeing more and more clients, more and more sales. And now we're selling as in physical store. Now we have a store online as well. So, and that's what we do.
so when you have your own spa, Medi Spa, that you are using for your facials and for really working with people's skin issues, you're limited by your own time and energy. As you developed your own product and you're selling that, now you can broaden your market reach, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so you also talk about how do you grow? How do you become a strong business, a meaningful business financially, and keep that lifestyle that you want? So talk a little bit about that. How do you keep that whole life balance?
That's always been a challenge for me as a business owner. You hard the most and the longest. And within few years, I tried to hire help for me to like teach my estheticians to do what I do. But again, it's been such a challenge because with the way I developed my protocol to approach the skin issues, my clients come specifically see me. They don't come to just a spa that does the facials. They specifically come to me. So that's what my challenge constantly is, even that I hire people and I literally train them step by step what to do, but it's a different person, it's a different personality, it's a different hands. And it takes time for them to build their client base because everybody that comes, they specifically come to Lana. So again, I used to stress so much about it. until I realized it's only me. I only have two hands, and I have to keep the boundaries and take care of myself and my body first, because if I don't, then I won't be able to take care of others. So I used to work 10 to 12 hours days, and it started getting really, really hard. And especially when you want to keep the healthy mind and body, what I did is I developed my boundaries. I set up my schedule. I work from 10 to 5, and I'm trying to keep this as much as possible. Some days, of course, I will squeeze in somebody to come earlier, or I stay later, but I try to be more steady nowadays than I used to be. And yes, the skincare line that I have a store online, it actually helps financially so much that I don't have to be physically in the spa. Because in this kind of business, if I'm not physically working on the client, I'm not getting paid. And anybody who owns the med spas, everybody knows that. So it's really hands-on business. And at least with sales and online store, that gave me a little bit more freedom, that if I'm not physically here, I have my business is still going and still bringing some income, which is that's been super, super helpful. And I start my morning with get up, cleaning taking a shower, take care of my skin first. I do a little bit of meditation, prepare my soul for the day, because again, with the hands-on, I've seen many, many clients, and everybody have a different energy. And the minute I put my hands on to me. So I have to have a very strong and positive soul on daily basis, make sure I give up a good energy and I keep the smoothness and a happy moment going.
You also talked, Lana, about as you move into business, you need to develop a new lifestyle. Is it a lifestyle of success? Is it a lifestyle of growth? Is it a lifestyle mindset? What is it that you need to develop?
I think that's what the mindset, for sure. Mindset, it's the big one. Because when you go into your own business, people only can see a success part, but it's been up and down, as any business owner knows. So when I started my business, it wasn't always easy. For the first year or two, I actually sold half of my jewelry to just cover rent. So it's hard to stay in this kind of business, especially in the beginning. And when I went to school in the beginning for aesthetic license, it was 12 girls of us was in the class. And now only graduated, actually, that finished, graduated and get the license, only 5 of us.
Wow.
And now, because now it's a social media, Instagram, Facebook, we all kind of like in touch with each other. It's only 3 of us that actually working. So a lot of times for people to start this business, it's not such a thing. You're gonna have like a whole line or a door of clients waiting for you and a full book and all that success coming. So you have to build yourself first, because what are you offering to clients? So I have to educate myself first. I have to have so many trainings first. I have to experiment with the skincare lines and develop the facial before my clients can actually come to me, and I can give them the best results possible. So it took me years to practice and develop that. So it's not always that, successful part you see. And the biggest thing with the passion, yes, it's a mindset. Like you have to set up a goal, and no matter what, you have to stay with it. And sometimes people have like a very high expectations when they're expecting smooth business right away. That's never going to happen. So steady consistency you have to do, make sure it's a consistency. That's what my success is, to do same thing over and over, constantly, consistently.
So having that,
Like a rolling boil.
so having that consistency is key. It's so true of so many
Yes.
things.
Mindset and consistency is the key for sure.
So Lana, what have we missed that we should make sure that the audience knows about?
What did we miss? I just wish everybody have a healthy and glowing skin. Make sure to take care of your skin, because the skin is the largest organ on your body, and it starts with your mindset, and it's that you start your day the way you feel. And when you look at yourself and you actually do look healthy and glowing, you already like, you see the love in your eyes, and you love the way you look. And then you see this happy smile on your face. And then either you're a mom, either you a manager in your office, either, you know, like you secretary or anybody, when you look good and you feel good, it becomes like a chain reaction of happiness, and you want to do better, and you become a better person. So that's what my message is to my lovely ladies. Always take care of yourself, stay beautiful, smile, have a nice and glowing skin. Don't forget to moisturize, and don't forget to use SPF as well, even on the rainy days.
Oh, even on rainy days. That's great advice. Yeah. Lana, thank you so much for being with us today on Building My Legacy podcast. And for those of you who are listening, thank you very much for being with us. We will have information about Lana in the show notes, so you can get further information by visiting her website or getting in contact with her. And what a wonderful thing to think about. Glow and just let your inner self shine out through your skin. So
Absolutely.
thank you so much for your message today, Lana.
Thank you for having me. It was so exciting. Have a good day.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell button above. Leave comments. We'd love to hear what you think. And visit our other social media links as well. Thanks much.